Greetings and salutations, guys. The the first league game that we're about to stream for the sake of IGF is about to begin, and in the midst of all of that, we have the two teams ready in the lobby here. Team Bench Boys versus Team Wild Hunt, both from Phoenix and NA. The conflict will start in a bit, but I would like to introduce the two casters, the two very talented casters and very talented human beings who will be basically taking you guys in the journey and giving the play by play, giving the view of what everything could turn out to be. I would like to introduce Meza and Nishal. I'm handing the stage to you guys. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys, but I
For
get the
sure,
feeling that
probably. I haven't really kept up with streams on that, but
yeah.
regardless, it will be very nice to see
Could you
some
guys
great
give your
matchups here.
introductions once more? Because
And yeah,
I get the feeling that you guys did not come through. So if you guys could give your introduction once more before we start the stream.
So, Mila, what do you think about the matchup today? It's NA Wild Hunt versus Phoenix Bench Boys.
all
Looking at
right.
the lobby, what do you think?
Well, looking at the lobby, there are some very I would say experienced players on both teams. I saw a level 1000, which is, I think, a first for me. I haven't really seen a level 1000 in Sri Lanka or when I play solo queue, but I hope this is going to be a very exciting matchup. And I saw some familiar names on, I think, Team Bench Boys. So yeah. Anyway, so what are you expecting for the bands to come through? Are it going to be comfort picks or any meta bands?
I suppose it's mainly going to be comfort picks. If both teams did their scouting properly, it's going to be a lot of comfort bans being banned. And you see the Mordekaiser and Wayne being banned. Ouya plays a very good Wayne, so it's best to ban that. And I think Mordekaiser is played by the top laner. No gank, no plank. I think he might play gangplank too. I'm not sure on that though.
Yes, very likely considering his game as well. So that's very nice to see. So we are going to be seeing comfort bands. And what type of comp are you currently expecting from just tournaments overall? Just if you could tell the viewers, is it like more of like a damage centric meta, or is it like front to back, or is it more like bruisers?
I'll come back stronger.
Well, mostly in Sri Lanka, I guess it's based around the ADC most of the time. You have your hyper carry ADC and a few tanks to make space for the ADC to do his job basically, right? That's the most common comps I've seen in Sri Lanka so far, and that's what I'm expecting today too. There might be something new. We'll just have to see.
All right, okay, that's great to hear. I mean, I can of course see the hyper carry bands of what's going on, right? Neela, a very strong mid to late game ADC. Wayne, of course, is a comfort pick and also insanely strong
The most
hyper carry
common.
at the moment, of course, with the item changes and all that. So, an interesting Amumu ban here as well. So, I guess we are into pick phase now. Yeah, all first round bans are out. What do you expect to see here, Nish? ADC first pick or maybe just
Not really sure. We'll just have to see because ADC. Yep, ADC is the safe pick to go if you're like blind picking. Unless you have like a very priority champ.
Of course, yeah. I mean, surely, like here with the Lucian, we are just going to see a pairing with either Melio or Nami. So expect that to be in, I think, pick 2, P2, P3 on blue side. Of course, a Malsaha pick in the mid lane, I would assume, because trying to neutralize lane. Support on the side of bench boys.
Yep, you see them as a big Concassa. That's a classic pick from that side, and I'm not sure if that's a brand jungle or a support, but it's great to see a brand in the game, I guess.
I mean, of course, even with the scorching heat in Sri Lanka nowadays, you can probably bring the heat into the game as well. So, sorry, to be a little bit cringe, But yes, hopefully it is a jungle brand. Though with the Sejuani pick, it's most probably a support brand.
Oh,
It
maybe
could
even
be-
mid.
Yeah, it could
Maybe
be
even
mid,
mid.
exactly.
Because Lucian brand, I'm not really sure on that. So it's most likely mid. Maybe I'm way wrong.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully, blue team knows the drafts. I hope they do give Lucian a good pairing. But yeah, okay. So a Viego last pick on the first rotation. Any thoughts on this Nish? Like, do you think it does well into goes against Sejuani or?
Well, Viego is always, that annoying champ, right? If he gets going, there's no stopping him. Especially with the resets. Like Sejuani, it's how depending how she plays the early game and make how she gets her team ahead in the early game. But eventually, Viego's gonna be a problem, right? He's gonna get one kill and it's gonna swap to all the champions. But if they play properly, Sejuani can deal with Viego, right? A lot of CC, a lot of slows and stuff. It's just how they play it, right?
For sure.
It's up to the junglers.
Yeah, for sure, definitely. As long as the Sejuani does peel and make sure that Viego can't get to the back line, or if Viego is denied from his first reset, of course we can see that he's gonna have a tough time. But of course they did do the final second round of bans, which was Malphite, Ilaoi, Camille, and Trundle, which means we're gonna probably got the Nautilus as we predicted earlier, but I do hope it's going to be Walter top lane. Otherwise, top lane is usually just waves bouncing back and forth. It's not the most fun, lane to watch, but I do hope that, there'll be a bit of fights going on.
Yeah, exactly. We're looking at the bench boys bot lane as a solid pick. Kai'Sa and Nautilus, and Wild Hunt also has a proper bot lane now with Lucian, Milio. I'm not sure if it's. I don't know what the power scaling right now is because I need to keep up with the patch. So I'm guessing is that pretty good. It's pretty good.
Definitely. Yeah. True. Sorry for interrupting you, Nish. Yeah, go on. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm not really sure how Lucian and Milio, how well they perform these days. I'm guessing they're very good, probably.
Yeah, so
and,
as far
set,
as the
set is, I guess it's a decent blind pick too. Pretty safe pick, yeah.
I guess, yeah. True. All right. So.
Wukong.
Mm-hmm.
And now, looking at both the final combos, what do you think? Who has the upper hand here?
All right. So early game, of course, in the hands of blue team. Lucian Milo, very strong early game. And Kai'Sa Nautilus is pretty good, but not as strong. Of course, Milio has his disengage, so it will be pretty tough for Viego or for the Nautilus to actually get a proper engage on if Milio plays it well. From the top side, Wukong said this is a very volatile matchup because if they do go for trades, I do think that Seti is going to win it out most cases because of his passive region. But yeah, I would like to see junglers actually, path towards topside here, because if one of the top lanes do get rolling, it will probably allow the rest of the map to open up and for the ADCs to, play the game.
Yep.
Alright, sorry to interrupt you guys, but because there has to be competitive integrity, there is going to be a spectator delay. It's not like we have a choice. This is Riot Games' decision. So we have to live by the rules. In the midst of it all, before before we move on to like just play some cinematics for you guys, there are a few people in the comments that were especially talking about Nishal and Miza here. For example, Vimu Vima asking when I play solo queue. Napo asking, is that Nish? No, we're asking, it is the infamous Nish? Yes. Nishal, there seems to be a lot of love coming to you from the comments.
Most likely the haters, bro.
Most likely yes. This guy is in the right moment. Bob saying, what the frick is this Meza from Carpe Noctem? He taught me all I know. Do you remember Bob being a faithful student of yours, Meza?
Oh yeah, of course. I haven't seen him in the past, 6-7 months, but he was a student at some point. So yes.
Ah, well, it is what it is. Anjana Dilshan cheering you on as well, Nish. Prokai is asking Taruden Nabane. Sorry, but this YouTube channel is monetized yet, so that kind of shit is not possible. Vimu Vima then claiming Borgian Nepanishal. It is what it is, I don't, you said you were correct. Haters, this guy says haters. Subway Pepsi for the win. We have somebody cheering Subway Pepsi on in the game. That's all we have so far, and now the comments acting up on so because we gave them attention. So we're gonna move on to basically give you guys some cinematics until the game start, and when the games do start, we will be right back with you. So stay tuned. Don't worry. As soon as the game starts, you guys will not miss one bit. I am opening it as we speak. I am opening it as we speak. And in 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift. "30 seconds until minions spawn."
It is time for the match to start once more. Meza, Nishal, you guys should get a view right now.
Yeah, we can see.
The match started.
Finish. What are expectations for the level 1?
Red side already tried an invade, and
Minions have spawned.
the ward managed to warn them about that common invade, and I'm guessing there will be a lot of aggression in the bot lane, especially because it's a Nautilus and Kaiser, so they have to play a bit aggressive, you know. And you see both junglers are starting from the bot side, and you see the vision in the red buff as well, right? So the red team knows where the jungler is gonna start, so they can play accordingly. Other than
Right.
that, I'm guessing both teams will play a bit passive until a major objective comes up.
Yeah, hopefully. But over here, I'm not exactly sure if blue side actually knew that red buff was ordered because it's not really pinged on the map. So red team, I guess, yeah, Team Benchboys is gonna have an easier time tracking Sejuani with both the red buff board and the Raptors board. And I guess Sejuani is going for, looks like full Slayer as well as the Diego. Health-wise, you can see the wave is actually pushing to the Lucian in the bot lane and top lane also being pushed out. So currently Sejuani does not have exactly any lane pressure, rather, but they are open up for ganks, and hopefully we can see a very quick gank on top lane by Sejuani. From what I can see apart, because he did skip Wolves to buff, and Diego still continuing to actually counter gank. Okay, so alright, let's see what's going on. Sejuani spotted on the red buff. Just go in, get disengaged, no follow-up from the set as he is low. 3 flashes burned and first blood goes off to from bench boys. That was very interesting to see because the set was low and also there were minions, so I believe that was maybe possibly not a good gang plan.
Yep, because Set was pressured a lot and the tower waves were under his tower, so not a lot of priority from Set there. So and
Yeah, true.
now Wukong has a double buff.
Yeah, Set is-
Wukong is constantly pressuring the Set, like he just has to farm at the tower till he gets a decent item at least.
Yeah, true, definitely. And with the sustain that Wukong does have now with the red buff, and also, you know, mana is not going to be an issue, so he's probably going to slow shove the next wave and then reset. So Set is also going to actually sack some minions to get a safe recall of. Could be a decent reset for now, but I'm not exactly sure how many minions he lost in that. Okay. Mid lane currently, yes, Brand is doing pretty much the same as Navsahar. Bot lane, the Kaiser does have a serious advantage, not by a lot, but it probably is going to exponentially increase with the pressure that the Nautilus is putting onto this bot lane. So, Nish, do you think like the Lucian media should be putting this much respect onto the Nautilus and Kaisa? I mean, considering they do have a disengage. You know,
I mean, they should play like slow trades at the start at least, not looking for like 100 to 0. Most likely they won't be able to pull that off, but taking short trades, especially since Lucian is like a bit mobile and stuff, and with Milio he can just go in and deal some damage and come back, right? So he has to use that range to his advantage, and in the early game he can't just farm with that
Right.
combination.
true. Yeah,
But the Nautilus is not making it easy for them either. He's like properly pressuring and making space for the Kai'Sa to farm as well, right?
Alright, a hook goes onto the Melio, he gets extremely chunked out, so okay, Lucian goes in with the dash. Both ADCs are kind of chunked out. Melio does not sustain, keeps the Lucian, around half HP. So the Kai'Sa is around the same as well, but mana-wise, Kai'Sa is doing so much better, and I think Lucian's gonna miss on a few more minions here if he gets that out.
Yes, Lucian in that trade kinda, maybe switch the targets a little bit there. He like spread his damage around 2 targets instead of, focusing on the Kai'Sa.
Yeah, exactly. And also, Lucian's early game mana costs are pretty high, and him choosing to back now means that he's gonna miss a bunch of minions and XP and gold. So Kai'Sa is, I believe, going to have an item advantage and an experience advantage in the bot lane. So it's going to be pretty tough for Lucian and Melio. And also another point that I did not talk about earlier was that Lucian is actually running Press the Attack and not First Strike. First Strike is usually the summoner rune that you see that most Lucians run. Into like but I guess okay, there he is. Sorry, gank on the top lane. Said just uses ultimate to escape and survives. But the Malza is moving up. We see a potential survive on the set here. He does have his flash, so he could potentially look to survive depending on who takes the cover aggro, and they pull it off successfully. Sejuani is here to get the shutdown. That does have one, and gets the kill. So Sejuani does get the count, and she gets the kill. Yeah, beautiful out by Sejuani, and Ethan is here as well, and of course, beautiful. I guess 2-for-2, I believe. Oh no, 2-for-1, is it? I might be wrong here.
It was a 2-for-1,
Yeah,
right?
2-for-1.
Only
Right,
said,
okay. Yeah, exactly. So that was pretty great.
that was a good rotate by the jungler and the mid laner. Maybe a bit late, but still they managed to come out big, and we see all in from the bot lane here, and that's just how Nautilus Kai'Sa works, right? They just didn't respect the level 6 there from both the bot laners. Maybe they didn't anticipate it, and they just got all in. Nothing to do there, to be honest.
True, and again, but I did see a few mistakes coming in from support of blue team. He did waste his Q cooldown on Melio, and that is the primary disengage tool for Melio. And like if you do land it well to layer it with the Nautilus itself, you can negate most of the all-in potential that Nautilus has. So unfortunately, this lane is only going to get harder for the Lucian from now on. So hopefully, perhaps the jungler will try to set them up with a goal lead if he can get some ganks off. But currently, we are seeing them prioritize grubs. So after Diego does his red buff, we can probably see him try to get vision on grubs, so he doesn't try to kill it. Wukong just gets solo kill on top there.
Yeah, Wukong played that very well. He just, didn't go for the all-in at once. He just, got the set low and then went for the all-in. He didn't even get the chance to use his W properly. That's the thing with Wukong. He can just W away when set just Ws and, just avoid most of set's damage, right?
Yeah, no, definitely. If set is not played properly and just waste cooldown on the clone, it's pretty bad. But yeah, from now on I get. Oh, okay. Bot is just going for hook, chunks out the Lucian. There's a fight going on top lane as well, so he's going to the gang top lane, so it's not to go. And however, if the Lucian and Meteor do not against
Oh, I think that might be bad. Kai'Sa goes in for some kills. He gets one, and he gets Nautilus managed to get the other one. The Nautilus is like on cooldown, hooking them under tower with no fear. And
Yeah, he's pretty strong at this point because it's, I would say it's going to be pretty tough for Chill Toxic and then actually pull up anything right now because Nautilus is just going to get tanky now. You can see he's probably going to build towards either Knight's Vow or Locket, and that's just going to make Kai'Sa even more tanky. So this game is probably going to depend on either the mid jungle or the top side of the blue team. Yeah, and you can see of course the team Bench Boys is of course stacking weapons as well. And, goes in for a mid lane gank. Nazar gets ulted by Sejuani and Brand gets killed. Beautiful gank. Of course you can see Viego going in for the kill. Gets it. Dies for the kill and Nautilus is able to counter him but is too late, unfortunately. And with that, Lucian gets a push in bot lane and Nautilus is rotating back to bot. They should have some time to get some gold in their pocket.
yep, this brand is doing some massive damage right now, even under the tower, like. But I think this brand might be able to do something in the game later on, because of the AoE potential. And you see the bot lane going on the Kai'Sa. Hopefully, no way he gets away from that. And Nautilus and Melza will, probably die for this. Oh, I don't know.
I think Video is going to.
Oh, it's an all Avengers Assemble moment right there. Wukong also the TP's behind them. They will just clean up the Sejuani as well.
Yeah,
That was close. The Kai'Sa got away with 1 health.
Yeah, that was
Very unfortunate.
Yeah, it was. Well, a good TP, I guess, from Wukong. Of course, he gets to secure the tower goal. The final, I guess, the local goal for destroying the tower, as well as getting the XP. Bot lane, of course, you can see a lane swap going on right now with Kai'Sa moving up towards the top lane, and Orochi is just going all in right now against Zed, knowing that, of course, Zed is way too far behind, has no items, and I don't know, Nish. I mean, this feels like Kai'Sa Nautilus might win this game, and unless Sejuani or Brand or even Zed, unless they get a pick up onto the Kai'Sa, this game might be in the bag.
Yes, now it's a matter of just playing it slow, getting the objectives and pushing, right? Top lane and bot lane are in a good position. They practically just control the game at this point. So blue team has to wait until they make a huge mistake.
Yeah, exactly, and probably punish the over-eager Kai'Sa, as Ainsley Kai'Sa is pretty strong right now. There's a chance that he does play. Okay, there's a hook going on to the Brand that misses, and Sejuani also misses her ult. Brand gets the Sun in onto the Nautilus. He's gonna die, and he gets away with his life. Kai'Sa is rotating from top lane into mid lane, seeing the fight going on. Sejuani misses the engage.
Very nice kill.
And Nautilus goes in. Malza ulti Sejuani. Diego gets beaten. Fight the fortunately over with the triple kill on Diego. Brand. Oh, they're looking for a Quadra. Will he get the Quadra? Alright, okay. He tried to look for the Penta, but unfortunately not yet, but they might get an hit. So. Yeah,
Well,
this is was it worth? I mean, probably.
that was a very hard fight to watch, because blue team thought they had the the collapse on the guy, but Kai'Sa just ghosted, and the rest of the team followed in, and after Viego gets going, you can't really stop that guy.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, at the start of the match also we talked about, right? If Diego gets resets, it's pretty tough. I mean, you generally can't kill a Viego because he's going to get the follow-up teammates as well. So, I mean, the goal lead right now has to lose. I mean, it's over 10k goal lead for Bench Boys. So, Alright, they're going for an engage onto the Wukong and okay, he kills off. Wukong actually survives. He might get away with this. Alright, okay, Viego's here for the counter gang. Lucian is fighting back. Okay, congratulations on the Viego right now. Cat protection for
Lucian
Kai'Sa
making
is-
money. He's still making money.
He's still making money. Oh, they might get a shot
He's
on.
making some huge money right there.
He I guess Lucian subscribed to Andrew Tate's academy and just got some big bucks out of nowhere.
Just some crazy WWE moment, one by one. All the fit guys coming in to give the money.
We talked about this, right? I mean, earlier as well. We talked about it. If Kai'Sa does become more weak and tries to focus with this, she's gonna die. And Sejuani just went on. I'm not really sure what their plan was right there. I guess. I mean, Rift Herald was up, but I don't think it was worth giving over a bunch of shutdowns to Lucian, and Lucian got like just actually very good. I'm not wrong. I wasn't really keeping up on that, but the goal lead has actually gone down to around 8,000.
Yeah, but still 8,000 is a very big amount.
Oh, no, of course, yeah, definitely. And I mean, hopefully, if they can just slowly capitalize on the mistakes that French boys are making, it might help them out. But the only issue is the scaling on Bench Boys is actually way better than what Blue Team has to offer here. So even if the goal lead goes down, unless Bench Boys keeps making mistakes, this game is still very difficult for Blue Team to pull off. So here they're trying to look for a steal, perhaps. Nautilus is in the bush, they get detected. Video tries to get some CC on him, but he just dodges it. Not too sure what the plan here is. Blue Team should give it ideally. Alright. Goes in, gets Malta altered, really get out, flashes out.
Okay, I mean, you don't need 5 people to hover around the pit to go for a steal, right? You can
Exactly
just
right.
go push another lane, make some
That's
money.
exact. That's true, because the lane state right now is pretty bad for the blue side, and ideally what they should have done was immediately first dragon, it's cloud too, right? Not gonna be like that. Oh, they're going for
Lucian
engage mid
gets
lane,
caught.
Lucian gets caught up by the Nautilus Hook. Gets away somehow. Alza drifts onto mid lane, hits cover, and already Brand gets hooked, gets stunned, nothing really happens here, and everyone
Kai'Sa almost died there because she went inside the Herald and the Herald just died and she's like
yeah,
out in the
exactly.
blue.
I mean, somehow still since she's like so far ahead, she survives, and she's of course going for the on-hit type of build, so you're not going to expect that much work from, but just straight up all-ins. It's going to be pretty tough for anyone who gets caught out, by a Nautilus hook on a side lane, because she's gonna do big damage. Okay, Nautilus goes in, but
Lucian once again hitting. He thinks he's safe on the tower, but he's actually not.
Yeah,
So-
that was a pretty suspicious E by the Lucian. I mean, he had no vision of the jungle, he had no vision. Oh! Okay,
Oh.
there's a BM flash by the Viego. I hope not. I hope it is a misclick, but yeah, hopefully it is a misclick, but yeah, the Lucian right there, a bit disrespectful towards the enemy team, fully knowing there was no one on the map. And if Kai'Sa was showing on top side, which is the strong point in the composition, when they're putting it, surely they need to expect that more team members are going to be around to, help the Kai'Sa out with that. So there is a bit of a lapse of judgment by the Lucian, but hopefully, that's not gonna put them back too far. Though, this is just gonna, I feel like, be a very slow burner of a game, unfortunately. Yeah. Though I do want to point out that Wukong is actually not going for the Boozer build, but rather going for a lethality build. So he's going to be doing big damage, but he lost his fishing, so which opens up another avenue for, for Sejuani or for Blue Team to actually attack. Alright, we can see Set is being collapsed on by Red Team over here. Malsa is just pushing back onto them, and will he escape this? And he just gets pressed hard on.
He just gets
Classic
outplayed right there. And
It was unfortunately the most skilled ability in the game. You know, it's not that easy to press hard.
Yep, and we see red team starting Baron. That's probably a free runner, mining Baron. And after that, the goal lead is going to be massive. It's almost 15k.
Yeah, it is. It is. At this point, it's around 14k, and with the Baron buff and the waves pushing in on all three lanes, this is going to be a bit tough for blue team to actually hold on to because they don't have any wave clear, and you know, everyone's just tanky. I mean, I don't know, man, it's going to be pretty tough. I'm expecting at least 2 tier 3s to fall, hopefully, if bench boys play this out properly. But for now, they should consider sinking the top and mid waves in order to get either the top tower or the mid tower. But right now, the lane assignments are a bit confusing because they are trying to go for a 1-2-1, but with the Nautilus roaming the jungle. It is a very odd composition, but I mean, if it works, it works, right? They are ahead, so I mean, they can probably do.
Yeah, looks like they're focusing mostly on mid to top. They're slowly but steadily pushing. And blue team doesn't have a lot of wave clear, so eventually those towers should fall.
Righty. So Wukong does, I believe, get the bot tower, and it's going to be huge. Nautilus is still on top lane. Viego and Melza are still pushing in mid lane, so they lost the bot tower, and they're going to probably lose the mid tower as well with this. And 2 inhibs are exposed right now, and what bench boys need to do now is get Dragon reset, send one to their bot lane, push in the wave, and then all just go topside and then just go the tower. Of course, unless it just goes down before that happens. So, but instead, Wukong is prioritizing getting the inhib, which is a pretty smart move. Then the minions from the next, not the current wave, but the next wave is going to be a 6 million wave, automatically push in. Wukong does go in for an engage, gets stunned by the set, but he gets away because, you know, it's monkey business, right? He gets to do what he wants.
Yeah, but this point set can't compete with the Wukong. No 1v1.
Okay, so Melza gets all the best Sejuani, but there's no follow-up. Not really no can do the low health bar. So now we're getting a TP from the Wukong. We might see the end of the game right now. The Wukong going for engage, earlier. I mean, it's pretty painful to see it. I don't know about you, but looking at Brooke. Okay, Sedge moves in. It's a very scrappy team fight here. The Kaiser's getting killed, and the game's over.
Hey, who hit the Nexus?
Probably the Wukong. I think he's the only one who's facing, you know, the Nexus at this point. But this was very unfortunate. The only good play that we saw from blue team at that point was the collapse onto top side when they towered over the set. But unfortunately, Team Bench Boys, the blue team does lose, but, you know, Team Bench Boys does get the upper hand on this matchup. So, do you think there were any peak performers on Team Bench Boys except for, of course, you know, the Kaiser player, Booyah?
I mean, bot lane played well. They actually managed to not let the, Lucian Milio do anything at all in their lane, right? Nautilus was, just pressuring them, doing everything to keep the bot lane from not getting ahead, right? And top lane also was aggressive from the start. No prior at all for the jungler in the top lane, and
Yeah.
all in all, everyone was playing well on the red team.
Yeah, no, for sure. I can 100% agree. And also, there were a lot of solo kills going on the top side. So, well played by, I believe that's Shao Raven on Wukong. So, well played for him as well for getting the lead on top side by himself. And overall, good game from everyone. I hope you guys, enjoyed watching the match. It was a pretty fun match to watch. to say the least. But yeah, that is us from our casters.
Well, that was an exciting match to watch as well. I had the urge to open my mouth and like join in on the fray from time to time, but then I remembered this is actually not my thing. But it is what it is. It was a fantastic match. Team Wild Hunt and Team Bench Boys did their absolute best, but the victors were decisive, and Bench Boys came out on top. So, hopefully you guys will tune in tomorrow as well. There will be another league match that will be streamed, just as exciting. And guess what, Nishal? You'll be playing in it.
What?
Hey, and guess what, guys? I will be taking his place to cast as well. I don't know how big of a mess up that will be, but I promise I will do my best. Anyways, this has been IGF, the first league game that we got to stream. It was exciting, it was fun, and I can only hope that the rest of you will stay with us throughout this entire journey, all the way to the finals. Until then, see you guys. Goodbye, have a good night. Bye bye. Bye bye, guys. Say bye.
Bye bye.
It is what it is. Bye.